Hi everybody, welcome to Cafe. I'm Clarence Reynolds.
And I'm Crystal Candy. It's great to be back with you to share all the fun and exciting events that are happening this week.
I had a chance to check out the collection at the Orlando Museum of Art, and you know what's really nice is that we have such a great museum here that you see all different kinds of art. There's not just one thing or one kind of medium, and so I sort of took a dig through the collection. Take a look. You know, Maureen, it seems like every time I come here, there's something new, but there are some permanent exhibitions here.
Yeah. So we do have traveling exhibitions throughout the year, but we're really proud of our permanent collection that features contemporary art, traditional style paintings, those types of things. We also have a great contemporary graphics exhibition that's on view all the time. Famous prints from artists like Andy Warhol and Lichtenstein, so really famous artists that people know. We also have a great abstract exhibition that features some sculpture and kind of more creative outside the box works. And then we also have a collection of artifacts from the ancient Americas that's on view. So there's really something for everybody at the museum.
When you say something for everybody, I always think about like young artists, and I mean really young, like summer camps and things like that.
Yeah, so throughout the year we offer a lot of great programs for art lovers of all ages. We do our summer camps, winter art camp, and a spring art camp that's available for kids. We also have our annual big events, our fundraisers with Council of 101, Art in Bloom, and then also the Festival of Trees around the holidays, which are great fun for the entire family.
All right, and the thing I know you know I'm going to ask about, and that is the gift shop.
Yes, oh my gosh, our shop is my favorite. We have free parking, open every day that the museum's open, Tuesday through Sunday. Great collection of just unique gifts and again, just something for everybody on your list.
Best gift shop ever. No, I'm kidding. So what else can people expect when they come here? If they've never been here, what other things would you say?
I'd say what we offer is a really unique experience. You know, it's not too much, it's not overwhelming. There's just enough to kind of feed that artistic side of everybody, and it's really approachable and just easy to appreciate what we have here.
Maureen, thank you so much. Make sure that you take advantage of the Orlando Museum of Art because it makes living in Orlando one of the best things ever. You know, one of the things I love is that it's not just like traditional paintings and things like that.
Right, that's what you think about.
There's like really avant-garde art. There's video. It's a little bit of everything.
To spark your imagination,
Exactly.
Why not go check them out?
Yeah, and the gift shop.
The gift shop.
I had to say it.
We have to say it.
You can hone your jazz chops at the Timucua Jazz Jam on January 9th at 7 p.m. With a revolving cast of Central Florida Jazz All-Stars, Jazz Jam is an open-door opportunity for musicians wanting to dig a little deeper and learn a little more. Primary leads include tenor saxophonist Ryan Devlin, pianist Colin Oliver, drummer Gerald Law II, and bassist Thomas Millivac. Expect contemporary, relevant, groove-oriented, funky sounds with respect for jazz masters and an ear toward the future. Check out timucuajazzjam.eventbrite.com for more information.
Residents of Central Florida didn't enjoy convenient hospital care until 1952 with the opening of West Orange Memorial Hospital in Winter Garden. Now there's an exhibit that traces the evolution of healthcare in the region from the days of when doctors drove horse-drawn wagons to patients' homes to today's state-of-the-art medical facilities. From house calls to hospitals, caring for West Orange County is taking place at the Winter Garden Heritage Museum from now until March 31st. Related professions such as nursing and dentistry are also honored. For more details, visit wghf.org.
The Mount Dora Center for the Arts is hosting Art in the Alley on November 10th from 6 to 9 p.m. Art in the Alley supports local and emerging artists on Royaloo Lane in historic downtown Mount Dora. Visual and performing artists will be set up to showcase their talent and sell their artwork. You can also grab a map and experience a self-guided tour of local galleries and artist studios. The event is free for artists to participate, and it's also free to the public. Get more information at mountdoraart.org.
The Orlando Philharmonic Orchestra will perform Richard Strauss's A Hero's Life, followed by New York Philharmonic principal clarinetist Anthony McGill to perform a world premiere concerto. It takes place on January 11th and 12th at Steinmetz Hall. Embark on a musical journey with Richard Strauss's symphonic poem that paints a vivid portrait of heroism, passion, and triumph. Through lush orchestrations and soaring melodies, Strauss takes listeners on a journey from the hero's valiant exploits to moments of tender reflection and ultimate victory. For tickets, visit drphillipscenter.org.
The Ritz Theater is back with its Ritz Flicks series featuring an Austin Powers 1 and 2 double feature. To refresh your memory, this is Austin Powers International Man of Mystery and Austin Powers The Spy Who Shagged Me, each following the exploits of the groovy British agent Austin Powers as he battles his arch nemesis Dr. Evil. With groovy 1960s flair, hilarious gags, and memorable characters like Mini-Me, the film delivers laughs, spoofy spy antics for everybody. For tickets and showtimes, go to ritztheatersanford.org. Tammy Diener Lafferty, who is a curator at the Alvin Pelagic Museum and Sculpture Gardens, joins us to tell us about this very, very special place in our area. Welcome, Tammy. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Every time I say Alvin Pelagic Museum and Sculpture Gardens to somebody, their eyes light up.
Yes.
For people who haven't been, tell them what they will experience once they go there.
Well, I would say, many people say, oh, I have never heard of it, or I have never been there and I've heard of it. So I just want to say, I hope that everyone will come to visit. It is a very special place. It's located in Winter Park, Florida, on the shores of Lake Osceola. And it is not only a museum, it is also, we have an historic home. We have a sculpture garden located on the shores of Lake Osceola. And we also have an art gallery with rotating exhibits that we rotate 4 times a year with different, upcoming and new artists. We have an annual event called Winter Park Paint Out, which is very popular in Winter Park and is a lot of fun. And we also have Capen House, which is a second historic home, and there we host events, weddings and conferences, and it's available for rent.
Now, you just sort of slid the Sculpture Gardens in there.
Yes,
but
I
it
did.
really is a
Yes.
very special place.
It is a special place. I highly recommend people come and spend a day there. The Sculpture Gardens, it's a 3-acre sculpture garden, just lush with all kinds of different tropical plants. And nestled within the plants, you'll find as you turn around every corner the beautiful sculptures created by Alvin Pelagic. He built this home in 1950 when he retired, and he built it to be his studio and his home, and he was inspired by the same sights that you'll see when you visit there, the beautiful landscaping and the beautiful view of the lake, and he designed those gardens himself to display his sculptures.
It's a wonderful experience. It's reflective, contemplative, but also just so artistic.
Yes.
You're seeing so much beautiful design. The atmosphere, of course, and the setting is just amazing to be there on the lake. So if people wanted to bring their family, would kids really enjoy it as well?
Yes, we're definitely very welcoming to families. I think, one of the best parts is our 3-acre sculpture garden, so the kids can go out and run around in the gardens. It's fine to go up to the sculptures and touch them and interact with them. And we do have docent-led museum guided tours of the historic home, which will tell you all about the life of Alvin Pelagic and about his artwork. But I would say they're pretty brief, and I think most kids would be able to follow along and enjoy it, yes.
So Tammy, tell me about Winter Park Paint Out. What would people experience if they participate?
Winter Park Paint Out is, one of the cultural events of the year in Orlando. It's very popular. It's been held since 2011, and the Winter Park Paint Out consists of plein air painters. 24, nationally recognized plein air painters. Plein air means outdoor painting. Come for Winter Park Paint Out for a week-long festival. And in that week, these painters create, up to 250 paintings. Our gallery is turned into a wet room, and as they paint, their paintings are hung in the wet room. And they are all available for sale. The proceeds help to benefit the museum and the artists as well. They paint on site at the Palaschuk Museum. The museum and the festival is free all week long. And we have painting demonstrations, so some of these artists will give demonstrations as to their techniques and how they paint. It's just a really wonderful, wonderful place to be. The painters can be found all over different sites around Winter Park and Orlando. So if you see, during the last week of April, we have this annual event every year. If you see painters painting away, it's most likely that they are part of Winter Park Paint Out.
And with the Sculpture Garden and just the beautiful locale, is there event space that you could have an event there?
Oh yes, we're very popular for weddings. In 2014, the museum had the opportunity to purchase, it's called Capen House. Capen House was located on the other shore of Lake Osceola, and the land was purchased and the house was to be demolished. And so a bunch of concerned citizens, including the Palaschuk Museum, got together and raised funds to save the Capen House. And they were able to, in a very short amount of time, raise enough funds to move and restore the home. So yes, it was moved across the lake. So I was not there at this time, but I've seen photos, and from what I understand, the house was actually cut in half, and then it was put on barges and floated across the lake to the Palaschuk property, and there it was reassembled together and restored, and it's just a beautiful historic building from the beginning of the 20th century, like early 1900s. Beautiful wood floors. It's just a lovely place to be, and it is available for weddings. We have many weddings, engagement parties, even business conference meetings there. It's a very photogenic spot. You can be married on the shores of Lake Osceola in the midst of the beautiful sculpture garden.
Very nice,
Yes.
very nice. And what a story you'll have to tell about your venue
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Well, Tammy, thank you for being with us. And if you haven't been to the Palaschuk Museum and Sculpture Gardens, make your way there. It is one of the gems here in Central Florida.
Thank you.
If you're looking for something a little bit unique on International Drive, you need to check out Cafe 22 Tango.
It is such a cool spot, and they also have great food, and that's where we find Carissa Clark with this week's Taste of the Town.
Hello and welcome to Taste of the Town. I'm Carissa Clark. I'm here at Cafe 22 Tango on International Drive, and I have the honor and pleasure of introducing you to their managing partner, Mr. Anthony Signor. Anthony,
Hi, Carissa.
thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. Not a problem, because you have a fabulous restaurant here. You have a fabulous menu, and you also celebrate brunch every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which I think is a really big deal because people want to get inspired to go out, and who doesn't love breakfast, throughout the day?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about your brunch.
So Fridays are big for us. We started it recently because we have a lot of people traveling in to see us.
Oh, sure.
And the first way to start their vacation, they want some brunch and some mimosas, and
Yes.
we're here for it.
Good. Here for a good time. Now, when you do come in here to the restaurant, it is beautiful. It is colorful and bright and happy, inspiring, interesting. You're not going to go anywhere that is quite like Cafe 22 Tango. So tell us a little bit about your recipe that you have here that's on the brunch menu.
Absolutely. So today we have the pulled pork Benedict.
Yum.
We're going to start with our English muffin. And then we have our braised pork So our pork, we rub it and then we sear it and then we cook it low and slow for 12
Really?
hours
Really?
at 220 degrees.
Oh, stop it. I love barbecue because it's so personal, always interesting, and everyone always has their own take on it to make it
Yes.
really unique and special.
Absolutely.
So I bet that this is a hit.
And then what's a Benedict without a perfectly poached egg?
Oh my goodness. I love a Benedict. That's what I tend to get when I go out, in case you wonder. Do you too?
And we have our jalapeno Mornay sauce.
Oh,
So-
wait. Jalapeno Mornay.
Jalapeno Mornay. So we have,
I was thinking of hollandaise normally. What makes it?
usually it's
So
a
tell me about
hollandaise.
it.
What makes ours different is we have 2 types of cheeses and then our jalapeno in there.
This makes me so happy. This is beautiful. This looks incredible.
Finished with a little bit
Anthony,
of cilantro.
this has to be so popular.
It's definitely a favorite. Who does
Yes.
brunch without Benedict?
I know, and it's kissed with a little bit of jalapeno. Oh, I love that. Okay, so not only is your brunch amazing, you also have like what is this, like a sip-in taste?
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Tell me what's going on.
Art and sip. So
Oh,
our
art
take
and
on a
sip.
paint and sip.
Okay.
So we have our wonderful artist in residence. Each month they guide a art and sip with anyone that wants to come enjoy a good time. So it's $65 for 2 appetizers and a drink, and then you get to take your great piece of work home.
Oh, so literally you're going to come in here and you're going to paint as well.
Yep.
You're going to drink and paint with an artist.
With a artist
Come
that
on.
has their stuff on the walls and sells every day.
So that's what you're famous for here. You're famous for your artists that are always in here creating, correct? And then you also have talent that comes through here as well. So you have performers,
We do. So not only do we have entertainers, we have tarot card readers.
tarot card readers.
Yes. You want to learn your fortune?
Yes, I do.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Monthly, we have tarot card classes as well.
Oh, really?
Where they teach you the basics and you get your own starter set of tarot cards.
Oh, come on.
And then the same deal, you get a drink, 2 appetizers, and a great time.
Now, see, this sounds like fun. I feel like in life to be able to like have something like this so that you're inspired, like on a date or for somebody's birthday, to do something that's really unique. I know that like in life we're here to make memories. You know, I think memories are really, really important. That's something that's just so near and dear to the heart. And what's also really like tangible and nice that you get to take the art home.
Absolutely.
Right? So not only are you like, I had the best time at Cafe Tutu Tango, they can fondly just look at the picture and just remember
Yep.
how special. Well, I also know that this pulled pork, Benedict, this is going to be special. I'm really excited about it. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. So I'm going to have a little taste of this. Oh, this is going to be so good. I'm so excited. Doesn't want to get, oh, I almost have it. I almost have it. The suspense. The suspense. Let me get a little bit of that sauce. Here we go. Mmm. That is so good. Anthony,
A little bit of spice, the creaminess cuts
I
it.
love it. That is delicious. I love it. Thank you. Anthony, thank you.
My pleasure.
I do inspire everyone. Come in for brunch. Please go to the website for more information. Please come in here to Cafe Tutu Tango for your taste of the town. Until then, I'll see you around town.
Honestly, if you just go to look around, you will have so much fun at Cafe Tutu Tango.
You know, you may actually go at a time when they have an artist actually working there at that time,
Yeah.
and that's really fun too. So you get the good food, you get a little bit of art in progress, which is also good.
If you're in the mood for some cutting-edge entertainment, Orlando Fringe presents Fest in 4 at its art space on Church Street, January 8th through the 12th. These performances include works from past festivals, new works from well-received Fringe artists, and brand new creatives scouted from the international and national Fringe circuit. This is the perfect introduction for first-time Fringe goers, and all Fest in 4 shows are 70 minutes or less. For tickets and more information, visit orlandofringe.org.
Orlando Shakes is presenting Bear Bard, Henry VI, Part 2, She-Wolf of France, January 8th through the 19th. In this tale, young King Henry VI marries Margaret of Anjou, also known as the She-Wolf of France. Little does he know that Margaret and his own Duke of Suffolk are in love and seeking to control the kingdom. In this production, actors will perform the play with a short rehearsal process, no designers and no director, just like the acting companies in Shakespeare's time. For more information and tickets, go to orlandoshakes.org. That is very brave. Very brave to do it that way.
Very brave. I was just thinking, we were talking about all the different happenings, and we went from the Philharmonic to Austin Powers. We really cover it all here.
Something for everybody. Understatement.
Did you not want to say
Mini
$1 million?
$1 million. Yes.
Come on.
So lots going on. But that wraps up this week of events. And if you have one that you'd like to share with us for next month, send us an email at cafe@ocfl.net. I'm Clarence Reynolds.
And I'm Crystal Candy. Remember to join us next week to see what's new and exciting in your community.